What it do?
What's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV, the podcast. This week, we got a very special guest, the one and only
DJ Hollywood, sir.
That's what's up, and it's your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G. Ray West, repping the west side of Des Moines, not to be confused with the coast, you dig?
That's what's up. So we might as well just get into it with this.
Man, let's do it, man. We got a legend up in here, man. Talk to us, man. Who are you? What do you do in Des Moines? And shit, let's start from there.
Hollywood, DJ Hollywood. I've been DJing since I was 11, and so let me explain how you can DJ since you were 11. Back in the day, music was only on a few medias. It was on record. It was on 8-track at that time. Record and 8-track. This is before cassette. So, when my moms used to go to her friend's house, or when they used to come to her house, they noticed that she let me play records on the record player. So, since they figured she trusted me with her record player, that they would trust me with their record players.
Yeah.
So I learned how to play music by women partying, ladies drinking, partying, playing cards, and you
just playing the hits for their
right.
ass.
And I'm hitting them with the hits. I'm not letting the whole record play. I'm playing a couple songs, and then I'm changing the record. I'm over there doing my thing. So I learned how to DJ basically in a bootlegging joint, kind of like Atmosphere bootlegging joint. My auntie and her friends, a party. So I learned how to play music that way, and then I just stuck to it. Got in high school, went in radio and TV, and back in them days, you had a wheel on the wall that showed what you could play. You had to play one country, one rock. There was no hip hop back then. So,
and when you say
what
back,
year?
yeah,
my bad.
exactly.
Yeah, what year are we talking? You think?
These are the 80s, 87, 86. KUCB had just started, and
that's 89.3.
89.3. They were broadcasting through telephone wires, their signal. That's how they were able to get it out throughout the city. They were going through telephone wires.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I talked to them because Toussaint Cheatham is my man. He's a youth counselor at Lincoln right now, and he used to be on the school board, but his heart gave him some issues. He was the first black dude to ever get on the school board with a felony.
Wow.
So,
nice.
And his mom ran the radio station, and his grandma used to have a pre-trial release program where she was getting murderers out of jail by just her signature. She could go talk to the judge at the judge's house. Like how police go and get a warrant. If they need a warrant, they got to go to the judge's house and try and get it. If she wanted you out bad enough, she'd go to the judge's house and have him release you. So,
she got juice.
I talked to Toussaint's mom, and she made a deal with the school that we could DJ at KUCB as long as we did some work. And for her, she was like, you can DJ up here at KUCB as long as you play an hour of gospel music for every hour of regular music you play. So hip hop was being born at this time. This was back when we was arguing and fighting over promo records that would get sent to the radio station. So they'd only send like 2 or 3 copies of it, and there's 10 DJs. So everybody's battling to get them promos. And so that's how I started off DJing. And I got on the radio young, and that kind of it built my legacy. It built it up real big right at the beginning.
So that's kind of how you got into it, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's maybe talk about some of your mentors. Who were some of the guys that you was looking up to while you was getting into the craft?
My mentors were Wes Hall. He's real big in the schools right now out in California.
Wow. Wes Hall.
My Ref Eugene, Ref Travis, Ref Richard Fowler on Facebook. Okay. He takes pictures a lot at a lot of events, black events. So just come through and just take pictures and post their stuff up on Facebook. Real good pictures too.
Dope.
But he used to do the engineering and broadcasting on the radio station. He's the one who kept it on. And he showed me, he used to be in a group called Black Pride back in the day.
Okay.
And Black Pride used to go from park. Well, they went to a couple parks, only a couple parks. But Goods was their headquarters. And he used to let me DJ early in the day when nobody's up there. And he would be like, look, I'm going to let you play, but you got to pick up trash.
Yeah.
So for every bag of trash I picked up, I got to play. So I'm running around the park picking up trash, filling up trash bags so I can play. So I learned how to ref Richard Fowler. That's one of my mentors. Sizzling LP and jamming Jeffrey O down in Atlanta, Jeff Smith. Okay. And LP, Larry Parker, he died a couple years back. Rest in peace, LP. Chuck Fresh.
If for DJ Chuck Fresh.
Me and Chuck Fresh came up together.
Hey, that's my nigga.
And so me and Chuck Fresh, I mean, and there was a DJ Dr. Dre too. There was a DJ he was from Detroit, I believe. And Chucky Fresh kind of went up under his wing. I kind of went under West Hall's wing.
Okay.
And the Dre parties were good, but they weren't West Hall parties.
I hear you.
So I kind of got a little bit more fame up on Chucky that way too, and West Hall was on the radio, and West Hall had that voice.
Be up on this thing too, so
West Hall had that voice that I don't know if you listen back to the radio, but there used to be a station you used to be able to get on cable radio called KPRS out of Kansas City, and there was a dude on there that his voice was golden, and he also did a beer commercial. For all you do, this one man, West Hall used to hit that so deep, and for all you man. So yeah, that's some of my mentors. Definitely some of my mentors.
All right, so when you first started spinning, you were kind of playing with vinyl and stuff like that.
That's all there was.
Yeah, and so now I want to get your take a little bit on as things are progressing. Right, we went from vinyl to CDJs, and now we're using like Serato and things like that.
Right.
When you spin nowadays, what do you use?
I use Serato. I've been on Serato since 2006.
Is that because it's easier instead of packing in a bunch of records?
Well,
it's a different feel, right?
Right. Episode put me up on Serato.
Shout out Episode.
He was like
DJ Episode.
Yeah, he was like, Hollywood, you got to try this. You got to try this. You got to try this. The thing about Serato back then was it worked off your turntables. So it was a digital vinyl system, and it read the record. And you always had to try and get your little. You had to try and get a ring to register, so that if it registered round, you had a clean signal. But if it was oblong or oval or anything else, and I always had problems with my tone arms. I hated the tone arm was the weakest part of the turntable to me, and I used to hate that. So I learned how to play Serato off the keyboard from one of my other mentors, DJ Lavelle out of Cedar Rapids. Big up DJ Lavelle.
Shout out.
DJ Lavelle used to play Serato on the keyboard with the keyboard shortcuts, and it looked like he was playing piano.
Damn.
He's mixing.
Bad motherfucker.
He's mixing. He's dropping them. He's doing drags, and I'm like, I'm blown away. So that's where I go. Like the last time I needed to get in the gym and actually had something DJ big coming up.
Yeah.
And I needed to get in the gym in case I needed to jump on another DJ, as I run up to Cedar Rapids real quick. And big up the Lavelle, because, man, we got stories with Lavelle at Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids police and me, we just don't see eye to eye. We don't see eye to eye. But, yeah, so that's I DJ on Serato. I've been on Serato since 2006. I use controllers. I use entry-level controllers because everything you can do on an entry-level controller, you can do on the big controllers.
Okay.
I mean, if you can DJ, you can DJ. So you can DJ on anything.
Right. So the cuts feel the same and all that.
Right. Now, I do have the Rain 1, which
that's
was...
top notch. I mean, that's big money.
Man, I spent $1,500 on that thing so that DJs think I'm cool.
Right.
Because the crowd couldn't care if I was on the Rain 1 or if I'm on the Newmark BitGo.
Right.
They wouldn't care as long as the music's playing.
Yeah, right.
And there's
the same to them.
Right, and there's nothing I'm doing on the BitGo that I ain't doing on the Rain 1. So
that's a game right there.
And the Rain 1 is heavy. It's it's 60 pounds.
Sure.
Man,
They want you to know you're getting your money's worth.
right
Put some
now,
weight on it.
the controller, I'm a backpack and a bag, and I'm in.
Yeah.
See, and
If
I
I
think-
need speakers,
I think that's the thing. Like when people get into a new hobby, they think they gotta have the most expensive, top-notch equipment. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And reality is, if you just do a little bit of work or study, you know what I'm saying, you can produce good quality shit.
and
or
the truth
whatever.
is, the entry level will have more features for a new DJ than the big controllers will, because
'cause
they're
it's
made for.
advanced.
You're right. They're made for the advanced DJ. Where the entry level will have now. Whether you use all that, I don't use sync. A lot of DJs use sync, but I'm just so used to syncing it myself that I can't. It's weird to be in sync. I tried it about a month ago. I tried to do it at a couple parties, and it was cool because whatever you punched up, it would automatically. Sorry about that. Whatever you punched up, it would automatically sync it.
Yeah.
It was just about punching it in on time.
And so, just to make sure, I'm kind of learning to DJ, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a controller. I've just got vinyl. But I've played with my homeboy DJ Papa Cows a couple times.
Papa Cal, what up?
Shout out
That's my
Papa
guy.
KC.
Hell yeah. But when you say sync, that's to sync record A and record B,
Right.
Without, oops, my bad, Ray. I'm throwing your shit around.
$6.
What it does is it makes that whatever you put in, it automatically matches them up. So say you're playing at 78. If you put something in that's 84, it's automatically going to match it to that 78. If you put something in that's 65, it's going to make it 78.
Okay.
So it automatically brings the BPMs up. And it won't affect the one that's playing. It only affects the one that you're bringing in.
To crossfade over to.
Right, so that you won't drop it in and then this one jump up in tempo,
Right.
the one that you're listening to.
Yeah.
It stays the same. It just makes this one. So that's where the difference is, but that's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with key lock, you're not squirreling like on turntables. You could squirrel. You could easily get up there and have that pitch up too high, and you're
Yeah.
So yeah.
So where's some of the local places people could come fuck with DJ Hollywood? Where you playing at nowadays, man?
Well, now I'm at the Elks on Thursday and Friday, and Saturday I move around the city. I'm every place on Saturdays, weddings, birthdays, everything else.
I came and fuck with you at the Elks a few times, and you be getting that motherfucker jumping.
The Elks is lovely. It's its own vibe. The Elks has a playlist that you might not hear nowhere else in the city.
I can dig it, man. The Elks is a good time.
You know what? You probably will never hear Keisha Cole and Missy Elliott Let It Go at any downtown bar.
I can tell you that you definitely ain't gonna hear that.
And that's a staple. That's a staple up there at the Elks. But see, let me tell you. The Elks has its own vibe, but it's a black bar.
Yeah.
Now, when I travel, like Cedar Falls, Iowa City, or I'm downtown or West Glen, I call them white boy bars. No offense.
Oh, you good?
But you can play everything.
So I can imagine that's a lot more fun.
Man, it's a blast because white people dance to everything.
Right.
White people dance to Spanish music, they dance to black music, they dance to white music, they dance to old music, new music. They go.
Right.
That's what a DJ wants. The DJ wants to rock that crowd.
Yeah.
Now the Elks, they can get finicky.
Yeah.
And the black
You gotta
bars,
stay
they
in a
can
box.
get finicky. Right.
You gotta
And
stay in a box.
as
That's
of
some
the-
real shit,
Right.
dog.
In the last year or so, I'm even aging out where I'm starting to tell people, you might want to holler at DJ T-Max the Kid.
Right.
Or you might want to holler
playing
at
that
Chucky Fresh because I don't have everything that your kids are going to ask for. I don't even know that shit. I don't even know it. I have no idea about it. They come up, they ask me for it. I might have it, I might not. Because I do download, but I download off the charts. So I use the charts to guide me, and I download the hot stuff off the charts. So usually when they ask, I'll have it. Have I played it before? No.
Right.
But I'll have it for them.
It's a test run right now, y'all. We're gonna see if this works.
Right. But
Hell
now,
yeah.
the white boy bars, man, man, don't stop believing.
Yeah.
That gets the old people riled. It gets them riled up.
Yeah.
And then for the younger people, Justin Bieber, baby,
That's the cut, huh?
Man, it just riles them up. It gets them going.
I'm about to put both of them songs in my motherfucking list.
It gets them going.
And my daughter's a Justin Bieber fanatic, Jack.
Man, it gets them going. So them are just two anchor songs that I have for when I go to the mother bars, and I couldn't play "Baby" at the Elks or "Don't Stop Believing" at the Elks.
Side-eyed and you play "Baby," like,
right?
Hollywood, you all right, boy?
Man, or "Don't Stop Believing," and "Don't Stop Believing" turns it.
You better start believing. What you
Every
playing,
place else. So yeah, it's crazy, but
that's common.
I love making people dance. I love making people have a good time, even if they're not up on the dance floor. They're grooving.
Yeah.
See him bobbing in the corner or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and usually, during when I DJ, I'll watch a couple tables and I'll be, as long as I'm rocking them, I'm good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's dope. So we might as well go ahead and talk about the hat, because that game the other day was pretty fire. Now, I'm not the sports commentator guy.
Yeah, I don't even watch sports that often, so it's on you, Hollywood.
Hey,
oh shit!
I'm gonna tell you what.
Watch sports.
I watched both of them. Both of them were good.
I'm
games.
a KC fan.
There we go.
I love KC, but the refs assisted. Now, had them calls went towards Cincinnati, Kansas City Chiefs fans would have been upset like hell. When they gave Kansas City, my team, when they had that third down and blew the fucking play and went to fourth and was getting ready to kick it, and then they gave him the third down back again. Oh, controversy.
So I was working as the game was on, and I was trying to glance up at it. I was bartending, but I stopped by the bar last night on the way home, and my buddy Mikey had the same thing to say, and he was like, "Bro, they gave him 3 third downs. I mean, you can't. It's tough to argue." So I'm like,
the Chiefs are the shit.
Amen.
That's my team. I will take a win regardless.
Right,
I don't care how it comes. We take the win, but that win was.
All y'all are Chiefs fans?
Even in the homie, I'm gonna give the homie Matt in the corner a shout out.
Yeah.
Wow.
We in Iowa. Either Bear, Minnesota, or Chiefs.
There's some Cowboys.
There's Cowboy fans
Iowa,
everywhere, and they keep trying to say they're America's team.
Here we go.
Kansas City is America's team. They have their heart.
So moving on swiftly.
Oh shit! I'll open that one up.
Moving on swiftly.
We tapped on that one real quick.
Man, who's some famous DJs, man? Top 5 famous DJs, man. Your favorites.
I like Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
I like Mel Starr. I like Scratch Bastard.
Yes, the Canadian.
Yes, I like Qbert.
Okay. See, I was gonna bring him up
for what he did for the culture.
Yo.
And I like DJ Bowie.
Okay.
DJ Bowie. He's clean.
Are you talking about Babu?
No, I'm talking about from local.
Oh,
the Asian dude, Bowie.
Oh, okay.
He's
egg on my face. I gotta peep him out.
He's clean. He's clean. Taylor's clean. Taylor, shout out to Taylor and known DJs. Taylor Gonzalez is clean too. The equipment makes it, I'm not going to say easier to DJ nowadays, but it definitely
gives you an advantage.
You definitely have some sort of advantage instead of when you had 2 records. And even if you had 2 of the same record, they still weren't the same record. They sound the same. Their grooves may be different. You got to put marks on them to match them up, and they still may drift some. You had to have a lot more finesse back then. Now, it doesn't take that much finesse. You don't have to have the finesse it took back then.
Right.
But if you can DJ it and you're good, it shows. And Bowie is a good one. And who's my boy? PJ Villafort.
Oh yeah,
man, he's a beast.
Yeah.
So you're giving these flowers, and that's beautiful. So let me ask you, what makes a good DJ, dog?
Someone
you go
who
to a venue. What are you listening to determine if that is a good DJ or not?
Well, most good DJs aren't going to try and do stuff they can't do at a bar. Yeah. So they're not going to try and over DJ. I like somebody who just gets in the pocket and just stays in that pocket. And just keeps the bar happy.
Yeah.
If you see the bars happy, you got a good DJ.
Okay.
But if you see that they're restless and they're coming in and out, I'm the type of DJ that if you come to the bar that I'm playing at, you're probably going to stay. Because the music is just like, you'll be trying to leave, but then something will come on, you'll be like, oh, God. So I like the DJs that make you just sit because you're like, what is he going to do next? And even if they go way off on some other stuff, they bring it back. Brett B is another one. Whew. Brett B's fire.
And as a DJ, I mean, you're kind of in charge of controlling the whole atmosphere of the room.
Yes.
I mean, you could play some 3-6 Mafia, tear the club up shit, or you can play some Celine Dion, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to
downtown.
You know, that's where a DJ, some of the younger DJs lose it because they hit and they hit and they hit and they hit and they hit, and you can only hit so long before your crowd is going crazy. You got to bring them down sometime.
Sure.
And it took, man, oh my God, I'm still living off the reputation of fights in the club.
Right.
DJ Hollywood be having them fighting in the club. They fight in the club when Hollywood's there. Man. Still to this day, it still spooks me on gigs when people might be like, man, Hollywood's DJing? I don't know. It might be a fight or two. And I ain't had a fight in a club in years.
Yeah.
In years, but man.
Cal said when he's DJing down in Kansas City, every once in a while, he'll go into a club or whatever, and they'll have a list and be like, you can't play this, just because it sets people off. People are like, they get too hyped. They start wanting to throw tables and shit.
I don't understand how people believe some of the rap shit. I mean, you'd be a fool to think a motherfucker shot 4 or 5 people and then put it on record.
Right.
Then again, nowadays, these motherfuckers will shoot 4 or 5 people and put it on record.
Amen. Yeah.
So,
hello.
Man.
So I wanted to touch on some of your accolades. I've been out here, I came out here in 2002 from Denver. But your name was ringing out when I first came into town. It was you, Ism, you know what I mean, Chuck Fresh. There was a lot of DJs that, you know what I mean, I heard people talking about when I was kind of getting involved in the scene and figuring things out and whatnot. Who do you think, what are some of the coolest events in your career that you've had an opportunity to perform at?
The Drake Relays jams.
Okay.
Ooh,
When Drake Relays was the
Drake
Relays.
Relay?
When that Saturday party drew 3,000-4,000 people and they weren't doing nothing but being there for the DJs.
Yeah.
And it would be DJs from out of town and 2 local. So there'd be an Omaha DJ, a Minnesota DJ, a Kansas City DJ, and 2 local DJs. And that's when I used to have to go get with Lavelle and get in that gym.
yeah.
Now it started in
is that back when they used to be at Valère?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Now in the 90s, they were in Valère. They fill Valère from the front to the back. Valère would be full, and it used to be able to smoke in the bars then too. So it was nothing but weed smoke. Man, but the first 5 years of that, there was different promoters too. There was Roy Marble, rest in peace. Roy Marble was Sonny Deering. There was Jeff Hill that did it. There was Wes Hall that did it. And basically, back then, I got a system big enough to do Valère because I knew I'd be doing Valère once a year. So as a DJ, I collected up enough shit to be able to have a system big enough to do Valère. Because this Valère didn't have a system in it back then. You had to bring your own shit.
Damn.
So I had enough shit to do Valère. I don't know how.
Who was running Valère back then? Was Cardini running?
Cardini was running.
Okay.
And so they had a little 4-speaker system too. I would hook in all that shit up.
Yeah.
And so and I have it all on the stage. So nothing's getting ate up by the crowd. Everything's up by the crowd's shoulders and up.
Yeah.
So, and you were on the little stage. There was no big stage. That was all seating.
Oh, just the one with the carpet on it.
Right, right. There was no big stage. That was all seating back then. So,
damn.
The first 5 years, the out-of-town DJs used to come through and whoop our asses. Woo! They used to come through and eat us alive, man.
And when you say whoop y'all asses, what you mean?
Well, during the setup time, we usually set up around 3-4 o'clock. the DJs would get in town Friday night. So they're everybody's itching to get the setup because that setup is when we get it in.
Okay.
So we all got set up, and then we're going at it. We're going at it, man. For a couple years, it was Mike Mack from Minnesota, tearing our asses up. Then they brought this DJ from Omaha, DJ. What is his name? He even had a bar named after him, a DJ Soul.
Oh, damn.
He had a bar in Omaha named after him that a promoter bought because he just loved this cat so much. He called it Planet Soul. They brought up DJ Soul. Soul tore our asses.
And when you say tore, I mean, like, he's up there doing some Qbert shit and just cutting and
Not because we weren't on a Qbert level. I mean, I'm not near a Qbert level.
Right.
But I can hold my own.
Sure.
So he could hold his own a little bit better than me. He was a little bit better. He knew a few more tricks, a few more scratches. Went up and got with my guy Lavelle. Like after year 5, I spent a week up there, just going at them turntables. Every minute I was awake, I'm going at it. Spin moves. I'm learning body tricks. I'm doing all that, and that's back.
Cartwheels and shit.
Man, that's back when. Let me see where we at.
East Philly. House of Bricks.
Right, House of Bricks. But there used to be a bar on the next block called the Hot Box. It was down a little bit, down about a block. It was a Jimmy John's for a minute. I don't know if it is still or not, but it was around that corner. But went to Cedar Rapids, got it in. I came back. I jumped in every DJ's ass. I got in all their asses. And now Ism, they start bringing Ism in. Ism's under me. I remember when Ism came to my house with his turntables and his mixer and his records, and he had nothing but break records. He had nothing but break records and scratch records. I'm like, that's cool, but you can't DJ a party like that.
Right.
You need to get records. And that's
Sound
another
like my
thing.
setup. I got scratch records.
Man, and see, here's the thing. I don't think if you had to buy records and needles, and stuff like that,
cartridges are expensive.
But then again, some of these DJs invest. Some of them do. But if you had to buy records and you had to compete for records, like you had to know when the ZZZ was getting the records in,
Right.
and you had to be there, or you had to call Nate and be like, Nate, how many copies of this you got? Put me 2 back.
Right.
Yeah, and Nate would usually first come, first serve you, and until he knew who I was and knew what I did, and then he was like, all right, I got you.
You got a little love.
I got love, but it took a lot to DJ back then. It doesn't take as much now.
Well, and it's because your investment isn't as high, right? Because you just get a digital file and you don't have to buy 2 copies of a $30 record.
Right.
You ain't replacing them cartridges all the time.
Right. And there's always ways to get music.
Sure.
Always ways to get music. There's free DJ pools. There's paid DJ pools. There's $20. $20 and a DJ pool gets you in for a month. All you got to do is go hard for a month.
Just download.
Download.
Fill it up terabytes of a hard
man, you'll feel it. You can empty a pool in a month.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to DJ now, because I couldn't imagine, honestly, being at the white boy bars now from carrying wax. I couldn't imagine having to carry this all that music that I do for the white people that I do for the blacks. Because for the blacks, I was carrying a lot of music.
Yeah.
To do the whites and the blacks, it was
Getting a fucking workout in.
So do you enjoy DJing now more, or is it the same, or you know what I'm saying? How has your love grown or changed for the game?
I still love what I do. I'm very fortunate. I'm glad I just now got Hollywood Sound Labs and LLC last year.
Congratulations.
I made it official. I'm finally starting to use my tax ID.
There you go, boy.
Nice.
It's more of a business, because I was in it for so many years for the fame.
Yeah.
I was in it just to be Hollywood, and I was cool, and everybody knew me.
The local legend.
Yeah.
But now I got to get what I'm worth because I'm getting older.
Get a paycheck.
Right. Now I got to get the money from you. So and I'm watching some of the younger cats, DJ T-Max, shout out to T-Max.
Shout out T-Max.
T-Max gets his money.
Yeah.
T-Max gets his money, and T-Max is everywhere. And my man Tyrone at VIP Iowa, shout out Tyrone Tyler, VIP Iowa, East High School football. He told me, Hollywood, up your rate and just start telling people $1,000. He said it'll get easier every time. He said, and you'll be surprised how many people pay it.
Damn.
And for the last 3 years, 4 years, see, and I'm new to it. I'm still new to it. So I'm just now really getting this to the money. So now I come in the door at a wedding at $1,000.
Nice.
And just like for a birthday or something like that, I'll 600 you.
Yeah. Work
So-
on it a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and weddings are yeah. He get married in
He's doing my wedding.
Yeah.
22nd.
yes
Hey.
sir, and it's gonna be off the
Hey.
chain.
Hey, and this is my guy, and he charged me every bit of $1,000.
And see, weddings is my thing because weddings, I'm 5-star. I'm all in your face. I'm moving you where you need to be. I'm cooperating with your photographer. I got a couple things I do at my weddings that a lot of DJs don't do, like one called photography roulette, where right after you do your first dance, well, actually after you come in from your intro, while everybody's still there, you have to go, the bride and the groom go from table to table to table to table in one song, just one song, to trying to get all the tables in their wedding hall done. And I have the photographer chase them, and they're popping them,
cool.
popping them. So as this table is getting up and getting ready, I'm getting this table ready.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the next table ahead so that the bride and the groom, by the time they catch on, they're like, oh, we got it now. Yeah. And so
That's cool.
so that way they get a picture of every single person that was at their wedding.
yeah.
So that's something that a lot of people like, and I got
That's dope.
I got that off YouTube.
Nice.
But
And that's why you pay the price.
I've added some things. I've added things and that keep me a little bit different from everybody else. It's but weddings are just, especially a wedding when they're in love. When you see
Oh, yeah,
a
we in love,
bride
too.
and a groom, and they're so focused on each other, it's like they're the only ones in the room. You're just like, God, love is real. You get to see the best of people, and you get to see the worst of people at the bars. You get to
They get a
see
couple drinks in them.
You get to see some bullshit at the bars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going down, man.
I feel like it's the exact opposite for me. When I'm doing photography, I'm like, I just as soon shoot a concert or any other thing except a wedding. Weddings pay big money, but I'm like, please cut me loose. I don't want nothing to do with a wedding.
Yeah, they are for a photographer. Yeah,
You get one take.
One take.
And if you fuck up somebody's wedding taking pictures, woof,
You
they're
know
gonna
what?
remember that forever.
That's the same thing with DJing. If you fuck up a wedding DJing, man, I had a wedding in Waterloo last year. I looked at the contract 2 days before the wedding, a day before the wedding. I had it in my head that the wedding started at 3. I had it in my head, so I'm like, I'll leave at noon. That way, it'll give me time to get set up, get metaled in, and then we can get going. I leave at 12. I get a call at 1 that says, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm on the road. I'll be there in about like an hour." And they're like, the wedding starts at 1. I was like, shit. I'm like, oh shit. Now you know you got to, when you get there, you're gonna have an attitude. But these people were so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool. They were like, we only had 3 songs to play during the wedding, and we just got them played.
Nice.
It was like, we're just glad you were here for the wedding. And I knocked their wedding out the park. I went extra hard on their
You
wedding.
give them a discount?
No, I offered him a discount. I offered it to him though. I offered him to take $200 off.
At least you offered it though.
Yeah, and he was the dude tipped me $100 on top of my regular what I was supposed to
Nice.
Man,
That's
there's
what's
good
up.
folks out here, dog. There's some good folks.
He was appreciative
out
of your work.
get. Very much appreciated because
Yeah.
I went hard on the wedding. I mean, everything I could think of, I did for the people. So yeah,
You know,
So-
as somebody that you about to have this experience, but as somebody that's had a wedding and had a dope ass DJ, Cal did was the DJ for my wedding.
That's hard as fuck.
And yeah, it was cool as hell, bro.
That's gangsta as
And you know what I mean? Like it was cool. He was up in there scratching and shit at my wedding. Oh, bro, it was next level. It was
Playing
really
Tech
cool.
9 and shit at your wedding and shit.
So me
That's
and my
hard as a
wife-
motherfucker.
Me and my wife's song was Method Man and Mary J. Blige.
Fuck out here. You're
And
wrong.
Not everybody was ready for that, you know what I mean? But that was our song, and so
And
Cal
y'all danced too?
Oh yeah, we was out there cutting it. And,
I love it. I
yeah,
love
it was
it.
cool. It was
love it.
dope.
That's
so, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like having a dope DJ that can really orchestrate it. You know what I mean? Really puts it together. So it makes it so much more memorable. All of a sudden, my brother turned into like a strip club DJ and he was announcing and shit while Cal he got a little crown in him and shit.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, shout out to
He
my
was
brother Chris.
the mic man.
Oh yeah, he was running the mic. He 100%. Like
That's dope.
he
man.
was. Yeah, he was. It was too bad we didn't film it. We should have filmed it because it would have been a whole different ceremony.
Shit, man. My
But-
wedding's gonna be off the chain.
That you can guarantee.
You know what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying? Off the chain, dog.
That you can guarantee.
All the food's gonna be infused too, so everybody ain't got no choice. Everybody getting fucked up.
What?
Everybody. And we're not even announcing it. We're not even announcing it. Everything's
Everybody's
infused.
asleep
I
halfway.
usually don't really eat at a wedding, but
No, I'm just
Said I
bullshit.
might get 2 plates.
yeah,
I'm just playing.
grab the plate to go.
Hey, you know she ain't going for that.
Raised in the corner with the grapes and a syringe. Like, all right, y'all. Kids
Everything's
don't eat the
infused.
red grapes.
Hell
Man, that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. So you touched on some. So I'm a novice to the whole DJ world, and I'm again. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you coming
It's all
through.
good.
But so I was introduced to that world. I mean, aside from just being a fan of music and things like that, and getting to hear it through the Scribble Jam DVDs. You know what I mean? That thing that they were doing out in Cincinnati in the early '90s with the MCs and the B-boys and the DJ battles, and that was where I came up with, or that's where I came up on Scratch Bastard,
Right.
and he won that a few times, and just to get to see somebody like him, you know, hold it down with all the tricks and stuff that they do, and Qbert coming through, and you know, just really getting to see the skills of somebody like that is really cool.
You know, I was an oasis. We never got to see Scratch Bastard or Qbert or Scribble on MTV,
Sure,
but that was about it. Drake every once in a while might have somebody come through. That was a top name DJ.
we had DJ Drama that one year.
Yeah, we did have him. Yeah, and we had Kid Capri one year.
Oh, dope.
But even DJ Drama couldn't DJ here because he doesn't know the music here. So, from what I understand, somebody else took over for DJ Drama when he was here because he wasn't feeling it.
Oh, okay.
But he, you got to kind of, Iowa is just Iowa. We didn't get Des Moines, Iowa. We didn't get Chicago's house music, but Davenport and Cedar Rapids did. We got Kansas City's music, like Road Dogg Villains,
Yeah,
Tech Nine. We got they music, Chris Calico. We got all they stuff, but Davenport and Burlington, and they didn't. Like the east side of Iowa didn't get. So we're right in the middle. There's stuff that we got. Like we didn't get the reggae music from the East Coast.
Okay.
And it was big on the East Coast. We got a lot of West Coast music.
Hello.
There you
Blaze
go.
Vibe.
So we got the E40s and Too Short, Snoop. We got all that.
Yes, sir.
DJ Quick.
So yeah, and what's my boy Get Stupid?
Mac Dre.
Mac
Oh,
Dre.
yeah.
We got all
Ghost
that.
Ride the Whip. Ghost Ride the Whip.
Yeah, we got all that. So Iowa is just kind of, it's right in the middle. So
Man, it's a beautiful melting pot, dog. We got game from a lot of spots, like you saying, dog. And
now we had I had some friends that were East Coast heads.
oh yeah,
Tone Loc, Tory Wilder, the Clubhouse Posse. Them cats
shout
were
out Tory.
Them cats were all East Coast heads. But and shout out Corey D.
Shout out Corey D.
The first and only local rapper to get on Rap City.
The basement.
The basement. That was so dope when that happened, man. We was kids, man, and we was all waiting for that BET to come on, for that Rap City to come on with Corey D.
That's dope.
I bet you every black TV in the hood had it on.
So I didn't catch it, obviously, but when I came out here, everybody was talking about it. And I even remember seeing like his stickers on, little poles and shit when I first came out here, and I was like, who's this Corey D dude? You know what I mean? That had to have been 02. I don't know when he was on BET, but...
You know what? The crazy thing is that Corey D is like an introvert.
Oh, yeah?
So he...
Yeah, to this day, I've never met him.
Right. He performs, but he don't like to perform. And like now, if you can't get him to perform now.
Yeah.
He came to one of I'd seen him recently. I was hosting one of the Get You Some Battle Leagues. Shout out Get You Some Battle League.
Oh shit. Crazy baby, what up?
Yeah, I was hosting one of the battles. I wanted to say on 6th Avenue, and motherfucking Corey D came down there.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he was up in there, and
He was ahead of his time.
He was real low key, man. A lot of people didn't know who he was, but my camp immediately spotted him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dog,
what's up.
Corey D was so ahead of his time. He produced all that shit. He wrote all his own lyrics, and that's his music still, just the production, the tracks that he put on the Blunt sessions still to this day can go.
Shit, you just recently gave me that album.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta dig through them cuts because I was just gonna say, where can I find it?
You got it, bro. You
Apparently,
just gave it to me.
Dog,
Hey.
I got, you know what?
I don't throw anything
I
away,
got a
so-
box this big full of Blunt session CDs.
Oh, nice.
So I'll hook y'all up.
Oh,
Just
shit.
brand
There we
new
go.
Blunt session
There we
CDs.
go.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Well,
So-
there it is. Say less.
Yeah.
Hey, are those for sale?
No, they're for free. I can't sell Corey D's music.
I'm saying to the public.
No, they're for
Okay.
free.
Okay. I was just
There
gonna
you
say,
go.
motherfuckers, holler at you if they wanted one.
There you go. Hit me up for the Corey
Okay.
D Blunt session CD.
Yeah, you want that Corey D shit? Holler at DJ Hollywood.
I got the hookup on some of the CDs. Yeah,
Hell
definitely.
yeah.
That's dope as fuck, dog.
Let me give y'all a little background too, like on some of the DJs.
Please do.
The DJ history, like back in the day, everything's always back in the day, but back in the day, where Forest Park sits, there used to be a school there called Irving Nash. And when KUCB was new, and like I always tell people, like New York had, and it's crazy that New York hip hop is like the birthplace of hip hop.
We're coming up on that 50 years.
Because we had hip hop here too. I mean, it trickled. I don't know where it started from. Rappers Delight. It could have started from Rappers Delight, but we got our own history of hip hop too. We got our own Cool Hercs. That's West Hall and them. We got our own. We got our own Run DMCs and all that. So there was a building at the Forest Park called Nash, Irving Nash. It was a junior high. It was turned into a place called Tiny Tots. They had an auditorium in it. Auditorium set about 400, 500 people. In the 80s, they had this battle sponsored by the radio station called Rap Down. They had 3 of them. Where local groups.
Look at Des Moines.
Where local groups
I like this.
all battled for to win the Rap Down. There was a group off the east side called the Legion of Doom. That was Troy.
And these motherfuckers was rapping.
Man, rapping their asses off, dog.
What year you think this was?
83, 82.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
84 maybe.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Because I need to Google when Rappers Delight came out.
Okay,
Because that'll let me know about what year it was.
but go
feel
ahead.
like-
There was Legion of Boom, Troy Greenlee. He's in Kansas City now. I wish I could remember the rest. There was FTC, which is Chili Chill, Romy Rock, Smoky Smoke,
Chili chill.
83. 80. Yeah. So yeah, 83, 82 is about right. Smokey Smoke, Chili Chill, Rummy Rock, Chili Chill. Eric Garrett still lives here.
Yeah.
Mark May and
did a couple shows with that fool, Chili Chill.
Yeah. He was one of the first
homie.
KUCB DJs.
No shit.
Yes, and
That's tight.
This is a
Mark
history
May
lesson right now.
and Mike May were Rummy Rock and Smokey Smoke. Dog, I'm talking about these shows were absolutely incredible. It was some shit like you see on Beat Street.
Yeah.
Like
That's
when they were
awesome.
rapping up in the apartment, the B girls were doing the little us girls can boogie too. Nigga, it was like some shit like that, but it was in the
Yeah.
auditorium. It was so fucking cold. And it was we have our own history of hip hop, which so many people, I hate that New York gets the shine for being a birthplace of hip hop, because we got our own hip hop that started here.
Yeah.
Man, we birthed our own culture, and what you are a part of.
Man, I appreciate you. Shit, I'm blessed to be a part of this.
Man,
shit,
I
dog.
mean, all these rappers came from them trees, and they don't even know it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but they can't know it. I'm 53, almost 54. But now you might know a little bit of your history, where
That's
some of
dope.
it comes from, because the rap game was crazy back then. You used to be able to call up to the radio station. They'd have a rap down where they would play a beat on the radio. You could call up to the radio station and rap to the beat on the radio station over your phone.
Oh, that's dope.
And that brings me to where I got the name Hollywood.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was curious on that. So
We used to get tapes from my boy Donald Buford. Rest in peace, Donald Buford. He used to go down to St. Louis in the summers because he had family down there. And he would record the radio when he was down there, because back then cassettes was in and blue boxes. When you record the radio, try and record your jams. Well, they had rap down there too. So there was a guy that was on that rap down that was named Hollywood. And my homies was like, "Duh, you sound just like him, nigga. You Hollywood,
Nigga, you Hollywood."
And it stuck. The homies stuck it on me, and then it stuck. Because back then, of course, we're like 14, 15, 16. We was running around chicks. These niggas is calling me Hollywood. The chicks start calling me Hollywood.
at that point,
Ain't had
fuck
no
it.
money.
None. I'm dropping them off at work and keeping their car. Dropping them off and then having them gas it up when we get back. Yeah, you need some more gas.
That is hilarious, man. So to touch on let's talk a little bit of local DMI hip hop, man. You got your ear on the local hip hop scene, man? Anybody catching your attention?
But you making some big noise. You making big noise.
Mad
Without a
respect.
doubt.
Mad respect.
You're about the only one really making noise. Well, no.
Don't say that.
T5 or whatever. T5. What is his name? Bots? No, he's the DJ. He's a DJ cat.
Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Okay.
No disrespect, Marty. My bad. I just my guy, Marty. A Buckner. He's a Buckner. He's doing some things. He was down at Shag's, and there were some. Troy Brooks.
Okay.
Troy boy.
Troy Boy. He's my nephew too. He came back up here and performed at Shag's. He had a nice little set.
Shout out Troy. He's down in Missouri now, ain't he?
Yeah, he's doing it big down there.
Doing it big. Hey, I'm gonna have to holler at you, boy. You're doing it real big down now.
I don't know how you be around all them fucking guns in them videos and shit though, but ain't nobody gonna shoot the director.
He was holding it down on the video scene for the longest up here.
That's what he's doing down there.
Yeah.
We ended up catching more business down there than up here.
That's what's
I
up.
forgot about a zillion videos.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're from Des Moines
And he started out rapping.
yeah, we used to do shows with him, dog.
The Jack Boys.
The Jack Boys.
Oh yeah, I remember when they did the joint up above downtown, Peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Zamolek's joint.
Yeah. Yep, the Jack Boys.
Yes, sir.
They were trying to move in some shit back when they were doing some shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you who I would really like to see fucking come out.
I'm already knowing exactly who you're gonna say because
I'm
that's your favorite rapper.
No,
Nah,
not Koki G.
Okay, I'm
Koki
about
G's
to
my
say.
favorite rapper, but I'd
I'm about
love
to
to
say,
see him
I
do
already know
something.
what you about to
But
say.
you know who I really want to see? Joey Ashby do
Joey.
something, because Joey doesn't have an album out.
I hear you.
Joey has never had an album out, but he's an entertainer.
He is entertaining.
He's very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
And he sings like Bobby Brown, who is my very favorite singer in the world.
I don't know if he wants to do music no more.
Yeah, I think
I
he
don't
went a
know if he
different.
wants to do music.
He's in a different lane, I think, right now.
Yeah, dog.
But he loves music. He still loves music.
I mean, at one point in time, he was definitely one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So
When I first came out here, he played Valère a lot. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
the dude on stage when whoever was coming to town
No
or
doubt.
whatever. I remember a couple times he came out in a nice 3-piece suit,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know what I mean. It was a nice red one or something. I think I remember.
he had shit jumping, dog. He was a promoter. He had this motherfucking DMI jumping. Can't nobody take that from
He had
him.
his little bar. He had his club.
I was
going
gonna
to
say they had the Boom Boom Room, and what was that? That was Bill Proctor and them, and they even had the song for it, I think.
Did they?
Yep,
crazy,
and
nigga.
they played it on the radio.
What?
Crazy.
Yep, it was a rapper named Trip Marks, but they had a boom boom room. It was something like it was catchy. You know what I mean? But they had a little vibe from it. It was a dude from up in Ames. It was actually a dude I worked with, his cousin. But they had a song they would play on the radio and stuff, and it was kind of cool. I went to the Boom Boom Room a couple times.
Me too. Shit, yeah, he was definitely one of them guys musically once upon a time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
You know what? Speaking of music too, Will Keeps.
ooh,
Heal Up Will Keeps, get better. I just heard from him tonight. He just got out of surgery, so
damn.
yeah, he had another surgery.
Wow.
But he's getting better. But I got
Positive
like
energy to Will Keeps.
yes,
Definitely.
I got a Will Keeps intro that he made that is just banging. It's only 1 minute, so I'm like, Will, when we start this, you got to get it. You got to come out the gate swinging.
Push that shit out, man.
Right?
Nigga, I got
Hustle and
this
flow.
out of Will. The first note he hits, he's going there. The first note he hits, he's doing Jennifer Hudson.
That dude can sing like a motherfucker.
But he always does slow songs. And I'd be like, Will, stop doing fucking slow songs.
I remember I had a chance to. Who the fuck was we fucking with? Maybe back in the day, I think it was.
Launchpad?
It was Marco and Darrow, Crooked Eyes the Bandit, and Darrow. They had a record label called SAR, and there was a time they was doing shit with Will. I think he had just came down from Chicago or some shit, and he was doing hot ass records with Des Moines motherfuckers. I had an opportunity to get on a song with him, but something happened and it didn't materialize.
A lot of his material sounds the same.
Okay.
But if you hear this intro,
Say I got that heat.
you will be like, God damn, nigga, you got all that out of Will?
That motherfucker can blow like coke.
Man.
You know, real talk. So we had Trip Shelton on 2 episodes ago. That's the next one that should be dropping.
Shout out to homie Trip.
Yeah, you know, I was just clicking around on YouTube the other night, killing some time, and he's got some shit where he just put the phone up in the car and just barred out. I'm talking on some Chino XL, Black Thought type of just barring out.
You know what? He was on a cipher, an Iowa cipher.
Trip Shelton.
Yeah, with Horizon,
Okay.
Joey, Coop, not Marcus Cooper, but this the other Cooper does. He's a barber, light skinned cat. Coop,
You talking about Ryan Cooper?
Ryan Cooper, light skin.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Shout out Coop.
He's on there. Craig from Signature Productions, Farley's on there. One of his brothers is on there. Koki G's on it.
Oh damn!
This
Got an all-star lineup.
This cipher is ill. It's ill. It's
Is this the one they shot the video for?
This is the one where there's 3 parts of it. There's one part that was at the mall. There was one part that was at 80-20, and I think one part was at a part.
Oh, okay. This isn't the same.
They had a little break in between. They had Nicole.
Van Zandt.
Yep, they had her do a
poetry.
poem. Yep. Trip did a verse in that. That was cold. His verse was nice, but Joey Ashby killed them all.
Really?
Joey killed them all on this song. Trip was on a different beat than Joey. Joey is entertaining. It was like Trip was doing his regular stuff.
Right.
He's deep. But Joey did battle rap.
Yeah.
Joey did some pull the club apart shit. He entertained. He entertained the whole verse. And this man,
I gotta rewatch that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
he says he got a line where he says it all goes back in the box, dog. All that he goes deep too.
Monopoly box. I remember that shit. I vaguely remember that. Now that you said that,
right?
I don't think I've seen it, but I'm gonna peep it out.
Yeah, and Horizon's got a nice verse in it too. Trip's verse is nice. Trip's verse is really nice. I wish they'd have gave him more of a direction to go with it, because I know if they would have gave him a focus, he would have ate that up. I felt like he was unfocused on it, but I'm a DJ, so I listen to some records like that. I pull them apart.
I remember you was just recently at my studio. You was playing some shit where you was rapping.
Nigga, I am hip hop.
I said I'll bring that to the table, baby.
I am hip hop. When I went to
y'all.
prison,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get to them turntables,
Yeah.
I was the first nigga to release a hip hop cassette tape from Anamosa. I was the first.
Rapping in the phone.
No,
Yeah.
Anamosa had a studio.
No shit.
Anamosa had a studio. This white dude ran it, and he would let you do whatever you want. I didn't know how to play drums, guitar, nothing. I learned how to play drums, guitar, and all that shit.
Wow.
Just enough to play what I needed to play to record.
Damn.
And he had an 8-track.
Does that recording exist today?
I was just
That
gonna
recording
ask.
does not.
Oh,
and I wish it did. Oh man, if I could go to cassette heaven and grab it.
If y'all got a copy, drop it in the comments. We're trying to find a copy.
You was playing some shit for me with Bo James, nigga.
Man, Bo James, yep. And me and Bo sounded like E40 on that E40 flow.
Yeah. Motherfuckers rapping, dog.
Yeah.
That says comedy.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So
I say it's comedy because you don't expect. I didn't even know this man could rap. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I got records with my kids rapping on them. When my daughter from Cedar Rapids used to come down here and visit on Christmas break, spring break, summer break, every break she came down, we'd do a rap.
Yeah.
And for like the first 7 years, I would have to write a rap. And I'd ghostwrite it for her. What I would do is I'd say it all and put it all on the track. Then I'd have her repeat me on the track. Then I'd take me off the track. So when it got done, it sounded like her flowing like a motherfucker.
Oh, nice.
So I've been rapping all my life.
That shit's dope.
So like there used to be this one freestyle rapper named Raphael, Pieces of Raphael Robinson. He was a freestyle rapper. This cat was cold. I'm talking about back in high school when you're on the table with the pencil and the fist on the table making the beats. Nobody could get him. Ended up getting locked up, going to prison, going up in the hole.
I came from that era.
Dog. I was on 3rd floor in Anamosa, and Raphael was up there. Me and that nigga had a battle, and I got in his ass.
Then I got it.
And now there's a cat named Troy Lewis. There's a cat named Troy Lewis in Des Moines, Iowa that knows about this. He was up there. He knows what happened.
He knows.
He
Hey, Troy,
knows.
y'all let us know if it's real, baby.
Chime in.
Let him
You
know,
what I mean?
Troy. Let
Let
him
us know
know.
in the comments, dog.
Let him know, Troy. Let him know how it went down, boy. So, yeah, I was the first cat to release. And you know what? I was the first cat to get locked up in Anamosa and put in the hole. The reason I got put in the hole was because they came and searched my cell. They took my raps and said I was writing gang-related material. So they locked me up for gang-related material. They ended up letting me out and giving me back my raps because Toussaint's mom who I told you about earlier.
Got the juice.
She had to pull.
She had a little pull. She shook it up a little bit, and next thing you know, I was out the hole.
Out the hole.
And got my raps back and everything. They were like, don't let us catch you doing this shit no more. I'm like, man, I'm writing raps to go up in the music room and do. I'm not putting no motherfucking gang shit in this stuff. This is for my enjoyment. Released the very first rap.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Rap cassette from Anamosa.
Motherfucker sitting in the studio and then motherfucker sell at Anamosa like, man, I'm finna go hit the studio. I got some shit on my mind.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you
Got
what.
something to say.
I was in when I was in Clarinda.
Yeah.
Dog, and that's another thing. Motherfuckers don't realize I've been to prison a few times.
Yeah.
But when I was in Clarinda, I had my outs where I was able to go leave the prison, go across the street to the minimum to the mental health place, and I worked in the storeroom with, it was me, one other inmate, and 2 civilians. If you worked your outs, you could get shit dropped off and put in places, and you could grab it and send it back in with the lunch and with the food. You give it to somebody that works in food, and they put it in your gloves or whatever or something.
Yeah.
Niggas were sneaking lighters and cigarettes and shit in. I'm sneaking in cassettes. I'm taking penitentiary chances. Sneaking in cassettes. I'm chancing the whole time and getting everything motherfucking reset back to 0 to get motherfucking cassettes in.
Try to drop that hot single.
No. My mixtapes. These were like mixes that I had made as a DJ, and I'd be up in prison and I'm longing for them. I'm just longing to hear me mix, just longing to DJ. I tell my wife, I'd be like, hey, bring one of my tapes and put it like when you come to visit at Clarinda, you could drive around the mental health little shit. I'd be like, just take it and put it up on this stoop thing. That way you ain't got to get out your car. And when I see you stop, put it on there, then I'll come out and grab it. It was like a pole thing, a cement pole that stood there, and I just like put them on top of it as you're driving. Boop. Just put them up there. I went ahead and took the motherfuckers, put them in the kitchen, got them into my cell, man. I was like, oh. I was the happiest nigga in prison, man. I was like, because I was able to tell motherfuckers, I was able to show prisoners and motherfuckers, because I was telling them, nigga, I'm the shit out here on the street.
They were like, I bet.
Right,
I
nigga,
bet.
you ain't DJing shit. Nigga. Then when I got them tapes in, I was like, here you go.
What'll tell you?
Yeah, go ahead. Here you go. Listen to that. Go ahead, listen to that. Listen, get you a night of that.
That is hilarious.
That's dope.
So yeah, I was.
He said, I dedicated to this hip hop shit. Paid dues upon dues.
Man, I am a hip hop, and I only thing I can't really do is graffiti.
Right.
A little bit. But,
I want to give you major shout out, man, for helping me get started with my DJ shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
You've been hella instrumental in that. You know what I'm saying?
I want all DJs to succeed.
Like I hit this man up for anything I asked this man for. He just opened the books. You know what I'm saying? No secrets, none of that.
That's
you know
dope.
What I'm saying?
That's dope because a lot of people act like it's. When we talked about this before, it's this coveted secret. The game is
Nobody
to be sold,
told
not
me,
to be
so I
told.
ain't gonna
Right.
tell
Yeah,
nobody
you
else.
figure it out on your own, young blood.
I tell you what, I want DJs like T-Max. T-Max a core DJ now. He's DJing on Sirius XM now.
Oh, dope.
Shout out T-Max again.
Shout out T-Max, yeah.
Real talk. Shout out core DJs.
I want him to succeed. I want him to do good. I want him to blow up. I wish he would come to me sometime so I could show him some things to make his shit a little bit smoother. But I want him to succeed. Like when I go to Chris Coffee's and we're DJing and he'll have a couple other DJs over, I spend my time showing them scratches and shit, like running them through drills, get them so that when they leave there, they can do something that they couldn't do when they got there.
Right.
That's dope. Shout out Chris Coffee. When I first and not to.
No, he's the shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut your story off. When I first got my tables, I kind of put it out there, and he reached out to me on Facebook. I had shot his. I'm gonna fuck the name up. The festival he throws down at the EDM festival that he throws. Basewoods.
515? Oh,
Basewoods.
gotcha.
I had
Basewoods.
shot his Basewoods festival down at Briar Patch a couple times, and he's always reached out to me and been super dope and really welcoming and whatnot. But when I posted on Facebook that I got some tables, he was like, "Bro, come through." You know what I mean? I'll run you through the DJ school. I'll put you up on game. And so I went over to his house and kicked it one night, and we chopped it up. And he was telling me about scratch DVD, and you know what I mean? Like he sat me down and like had me, you know what I mean, just learning. You know what I mean? He was like, you got to learn these basic scratches first, and then you can layer on that. And I mean, shout out to Chris Coffey. I got so busy I wasn't able to pursue DJ as much as I wanted to, and I still got the tables and everything, and I'd love to go back. And so hey, no, I wasn't sleeping on you, bro. I just got busy, but I'll be back.
Now they got the phase needles.
Okay.
And that makes me want to get turntables again.
Yeah.
Now it takes the tone arm out.
Okay.
That makes me want to jump back on turntables. But, fuck, man. The mixers are fucking like $1,200.
Right.
The right ones to work with phase and shit are like... I'll tell you what, when I got the Rain one, Chris Coffey is the one who put it together.
Oh, nice.
I dropped it off at his house, brand new in the box, unopened, uncut, nothing, for a week, and was like, "Put it together, Chris. See what you can do with it, and go ahead, and fuck with it, and then I'll come back and grab it."
He's a good ass dude.
Because it just wasn't. It just, I don't know. I'm not as excited about equipment as I used to be.
Sure.
Because I know I can get it done on just damn near anything. I can do it off the keyboard.
That's dope.
Yeah, I got the DDJ Flex 6. The motherfucker came over there and just tearing shit up and shit, man.
Did you get your files analyzed?
I did. Dog.
I saw the little the short that you guys put up for it when I was scrolling through. I was doing research on Hollywood today, and I was scrolling through and I seen the short that you dropped. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah, man, this is a good guy right here, man. Real good guy.
That's dope. You know, and I think that we need more of that. You know what I mean? People that support these up and coming cats and give them a little direction and whatnot. I mean, you and I are a little more seasoned than some of these young fellas, but and you know, I mean, I try and find myself giving time. You know what I mean? And when somebody asks me about something, I'm like, yo, you want to go this route? It'll save you a lot of time. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Just because I've released a couple records and done this and done that, and you know what? I realized this shit I fucked up.
The best advice I give a DJ now, starting out now, is to get a contract.
In terms of getting hired?
In terms of getting hired. In terms of just get a contract. Because, and get a deposit. Always get a deposit. Because if they decide to jet, you got that. Your deposit's non-refundable.
Covered your time.
Right. You always get a deposit and always have a contract. Now, I think I owe Ray a contract.
Very much so.
He said it's in the mail. It's in the mail.
For the last 4 months.
But see, that's where being Hollywood, and people know I'm not running out on people.
Right.
So they trust me. I do need to get them a contract. But the contract, always. And you know what? I used to be a stickler about my contracts until COVID. Then when you couldn't do the face-to-face and all that, and when it finally started coming back around again, my contracts are paper, so I got to come to you. I would just
said I'm not doing the PDF.
Send it on the phone, right? I just send it out on the phone. I'd fill it out, take a picture of it, send it to him. So, and that's probably what I'll do with Ray is just fill out his contract and send it to him over the phone. But I used to really be on the contract, but COVID is what kind of fucked that up. But I'm gonna have to get back up on it for 2023.
And the reasoning for that is just to set your expectations and let them know what you're gonna do? Yeah,
the contract basically spells out, it starts with a little preamble telling them a little history about Hollywood Talent Labs. Started in 92 officially. Then it tells them, it gives them options on what type of event they're having. Then it lets them know that I'll be there to set up about a half hour to an hour before the actual start time, unless requested for earlier. And has the money part, the location, the location, the date, and the money.
Yeah. Keep everybody on the same page.
It's all on one page. It's all about about that long, you know.
Yeah.
Nice and short and sweet. Just says what it needs to say.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I feel like it's always easier.
Where are you a bartender at?
I bartend at the Hilton on the South Side.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been out there since 2009. I've been there for a long time. I work with, I think she's probably your niece. I think she's Troy's cousin, LaToya. Malfero?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
She Sed's her dad, right?
I couldn't tell you for sure.
She's light skinned.
Yep.
Yeah, Sed's her dad. That's my homie's daughter. And,
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's Troy's cousin too.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Des Moines
good
is so
people.
small, man.
It is, yeah.
Des Moines, the black community pretty much not 75% of the black community in Des Moines knows each other.
Yeah.
There's some that are, that got about the hood, are better to do. You only see them at those to do events. But you know what? I do those too, and I'm very thankful that I get hired at the events I get hired at. Yeah. I get hired, like I do the fair parade for DMI Dance Force.
Oh, dope.
And I've done that for like 10 years, 15 years, 10, 15 years, and our goal is to win the parade. They have like 3 categories for the parade. They have performance. There's 3 categories. We usually win 1. And I just love it because that lady believes in me. She actually believes that Hollywood makes a difference.
Yeah.
Having him on my team for the parade is going to kill him. And you know what? And we kill him.
That's in the arsenal.
And we kill him.
We kill him every year. She knows she's got a big mouth. I'm up there running my mouth, talking shit, letting them know that DMI is in the building.
Hell yeah.
Coming the whole way down the street, front to the back.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
And like, I do a Valentine's thing.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah. I do the one for Ruthie Moore is her name. She's a to-do black person. She's got cheese. And she loves me. She just loves me because I know people. I know if I can play 2 or 3 songs, I can figure out that crowd. If I can hit them with 2 or 3, I'll hit them with this. If this ain't working, I'll hit them with this. If I see that work, I know I can go from then. If I see one work, I know I can go where I can go from there.
Okay.
And then
engaging the crowd a little bit.
Right.
I got you.
So yeah, I've done some really beautiful events. I've done some really good DJs. Episode when he first got here, I was probably one of the first people he knew.
Dope.
Where's he from?
East Coast.
Okay.
East Coast?
Well, I mean, Bolivar, Missouri, though.
Huh?
He was down there in Bolivar, Missouri.
Yeah, with
He got out of town.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole.
That's producer Matt in the background. He was helping out a little bit on on some background trivia real quick. But side note. But yeah, so now you've been doing hip hop for a long time.
Long time.
I mean, in my mind, you've been fortunate to do hip hop for a long
Very
time.
fortunate.
That's dope.
Very fortunate.
Where do you see it going? What do you like and what do you dislike?
It's not going nowhere. That's one thing for sure. But then again, music, I don't know. Because music doesn't seem to disappear like some things do. Like I just been thinking the last couple of days, like businesses that had gone under.
Vaudeville News.
That I would thought would never gone under. I mean, like even before Vaudeville Music, there's like Estes and Son Funeral Home. That was the black funeral home. I would never thought that would went under. Or Montgomery Wards.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
They were at every mall. How did Toys R Us?
Yeah.
So things have a way of dying off, but I just don't know about music because rock has always still been rock. It's changed a little bit. It went kind of grungy for a while. It gets kind of hair bangy for a while, but it stays rock. Country stays country, though they're having their issues with black people in country and not wanting to call them country.
Right. They want to call it crap.
Right.
We had that conversation.
So there's country, just rap. I don't think it's going nowhere. Pop music, of course, is pop music, and I'll tell you what's big is K-pop.
Huge. My brother's in South Korea right now, and I was over there. I was looking on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot, trying to get a vibe because I was thinking about going and visiting them. And yeah, that K-pop shit is massive.
K-pop is huge.
Yeah.
That and Spanish music.
Yep.
That's what I could see the United States going into more, is just Spanish music, because you can play Bad Bunny anywhere now. Well, not at the Elks, but they'll be on my ass. They'll be like, nigga, what it?
Bad Bunny's coming to Woolies. I just saw that.
Is he?
Yep.
You know
saw
what's
that.
crazy? Is that he is even a Woolies.
Right, you think he'll be Wells Fargo.
But see, if he was down south, if he was in Texas, he would be in Wells Fargo.
Well, I might have fucked up the venue, but I'm pretty sure. I know he has a Des Moines date without a doubt.
Right.
And
you're probably right. It's probably Woolies.
I saw it on the Woolies website, but First Fleet and a lot of them dudes all run. Then now they bought Valor.
Right.
So, but I believe it's under renovation right now. So.
Right, for the next year.
Yeah.
First Fleet bought Valor?
Well, Sam Summers that owns Woolies bought Valor.
I hope that they fix the basement.
Well, he got a lot of historical money, and so I think he got. You can check KCCI or whatever to find the exact numbers. I feel like it was, somebody told me, like $5 million in historical money. So that sets a lot of parameters on what you can put in new windows, but those windows have to be. You can't go and put vinyl windows in because
You gotta have them look
doesn't
like
keep
the
the
old-
historical, whatever.
Man, Valor has a whole basement though.
You can see it from that side, right? It's
Right.
like a semi drive up.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've been down there. It was a ballroom.
Oh, okay. It's all
And
flooded out. and
The
shit.
floods in '93
Yeah.
ate it up.
Yeah.
And after that, they went down there a couple times and started to try and clean it up, but the floods kept hitting it again. But that has a ballroom down there. There is another whole ballroom under Valor.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is. It's really crazy, and it's huge.
Yeah,
They redoing it, so it's about to be epic, though.
yeah.
I hope they do the
It's about to
basement.
be epic.
That'd be dope. Because that'd be a whole side of Valor that somebody from my era or whatever has never seen. I imagine Ray probably hasn't either.
It's like Vets. How when they made Wells and they cut Vets up, and now Vets, you can't even see the bowl of Vets because it's all floors. Like if you're on the top floor, you can still see the ceiling, and you know that ceiling is Vets ceiling. You're like, yeah, okay. But Vets is. How the fuck do they do that to Vets? How'd they turn it into a whole motherfucking other shit?
Man.
I don't think I ever went to a show of Vets. Who played there? Murphy Lee in there?
Yeah.
Didn't the St. Lunatics play there a
Yeah.
long time ago?
Nelly did, and you
Okay,
know
yeah.
what? Corey D played. They used to have little halls around the bowl in Vets Auditorium.
Okay.
They had rooms you could rent, and Corey D did a concert, and he had it that he was at Vets, but it was in one of those side rooms.
Oh, dope.
But it was still dope because it was like Corey D's at Vets.
Yeah.
Vets. The motherfucker wasn't lying.
He was at Vets, and you know what? Here's the shit. This was back when MIDI was real big, so he's playing a track on a drum machine, but every once in a while it kicks on this reel-to-reel automatically, the drum machine. The MIDI kicks on the drum machine, kicks the reel-to-reel on, so when the ad-libs and choruses and all that come on, the drum machine kicks on the reel-to-reel, and there come the ad-libs and shit. And then when it gets done, it stops. I was like, what the hell? Corey D was like, yeah, that's MIDI.
That's wild.
What? Who the fuck has a reel-to-reel at their show? This
Right.
nigga brought the studio.
Yeah.
Shout out Corey D.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Ahead of his time.
We might have to see if we can't get him on here one
Almost
time.
jumped on his ass one time, too.
I got a plug on him. It can happen.
Okay.
It possibly could happen.
Another little layer to this Des Moines hip hop we got going on here on MceeTV.
Love some Corey D,
Shit,
though.
let's keep it Des Moines, man. Local eats, man.
Hell yeah.
Where we eating at? What's the best shit out here in Des Moines, man?
Man, actually, right now, I'm eating nothing but chicken and tacos.
Where's it from?
Ooh,
So,
you speaking my language.
right. But I'm 54, man. Everything's starting to taste the same and taste just. Man, how many fucking times can I eat chicken and tacos? I'm so, but I get chicken from Wingstop sometimes. I get it from Fat Daddy's. When Fat Daddy's does his cooking on the weekends, I do it there. Shout out, Fat Daddy's. spaghetti. Tacos I'll get from Taco John's or something like that. Just the random regular taco. No taco trucks because it's too cold to be standing outside. Excuse me. And I don't like steak I don't really like steak tacos that well. Kinda, but I have to be in the mood for steak tacos.
So Ray's been asking a lot of people who they fuck with barbecue wise, and now I got to know because there's one that has come up a lot, and I'm trying to see if I still ain't made it out there. I told him we was gonna go the next day, and we didn't make it last time. So
I made it.
Did you go? Oh, see, I was slacking.
I made it.
Either way,
You fuck with barbecue? Let's start with that.
yeah,
You fuck
yeah,
with
yeah.
barbecue.
That's a good point.
Where?
You barbecue? Do you like?
Oh yeah.
Barbecue joints in Des Moines where you fucking with.
Famous Dave's.
Famous Dave's.
That's about. I know. I'm kind of playing with the shit. I don't.
That's a good choice, though. I mean, it's a nice.
I mean, at least you didn't say Jethro's or no shit like that.
I fuck with Jethro's too,
I
though.
like Jethro's.
I
But
fuck with Jethro's
I
too,
know
but-
Ray said he doesn't like Jethro's. He ain't feeling it.
Hey, they got good mac and cheese. I'll give them that. That white cheddar mac and cheese is good.
Have you been to the joint out at Valley West Mall?
Been to all of them.
What's it called?
What is it, Leachman's?
Oh, Leachman's Barbecue.
That's the one that keeps coming up that's got
Yeah.
me intrigued. So I feel like I'm slacking. I need to go out there and check it out.
Merle Haymall, Christine Johnson.
Been there hella times too.
Yeah, she's
Shout out Joppa.
she got some
Check
nice
that out.
food.
I ain't
Yeah,
had that one
she
either.
got barbecue. She got rib tips.
Okay. She's just in the food court or what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She got rib tips and fries on like Thursday for $5.
Oh, nice.
They do oxtails. They do they do motherfucking chicken wings. They do
She does it all. She does a
Okay.
lot.
Italian dips, beef dips.
Like a sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Italian beef.
Okay.
You dip it in the shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We got one of those with the jardinere peppers and shit at my work.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pickled spicy peppers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got one of those. We do the shaved prime rib for it. They do it up big with the melted Swiss,
Speaking
provolone.
of prime rib, I'm about due.
Provolone, yeah.
I'm about due for a prime rib.
Ray
The
likes some prime rib. You
The
check
Hilton
it.
on the south side, is that the one across from Casey's?
Kind of catty corner. Yep. On floor.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, if you're just heading north, heading to the bypass, or heading south, heading to the bypass. Just south of Army Post.
Cross the Army Post. And
Where Johnny's is?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's where I
okay.
work at,
Okay. I thought you were. I was thinking Ramada.
Oh no.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Ramada. Yeah, that motherfucker.
They used to have a barbecue joint in there that I heard was pretty on point, but I guess he moved.
The
Big
Chinese
Al.
dude, Big
Yeah,
Al's.
Big Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even said that in the commercial too. He was like,
What's a Chinese dude doing on the south side barbecuing? Fucking up meat. No, his shit was pretty good. His shit was all right. His shit was decent.
I had a buddy give me a gift certificate, so we went up there and grabbed some one time, and it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. And he
Yeah.
had some good little
I've never had
dishes.
Big Al's.
I guess he's
Never
still
had
got a spot. I mean, he closed that one that was in Ramada, but he's still got a spot. I feel like,
Out east.
yeah, yep.
Out east.
And I guess
He got one in Waukee too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Waukee or Adel or something. Somewhere west, he got one. Oh, it's by Jordan Creek.
Okay.
It's by Jordan Creek.
I met him a couple times. Super humble guy, really nice. You
Really
know
cool.
what I mean? Yeah, real easy to talk to. But
I think Trump was I always wanted to say this. I think Trump acted like Larry Smithson.
oh shit.
I think Trump, to me, I always wanted to just let this be known. I think
go.
Trump acts like
news.
Larry Smithson or what's the other dude that owns all the bars? Baldwin.
I take it you don't DJ for these fellas?
No. I used
Breaking
to though.
news on
I used to.
EmceeTV.
None of us are allowed
matter
in
of
the
fact,
district anymore.
because down in
What?
when downtown 15 years ago, downtown was black.
Okay.
And all the bars were in West Des Moines. Coconut Joe's.
Yep.
The bars were mainly out in the suburbs. Downtown had Kaboom,
Yeah.
which was a black bar. Not a whole lot of other bars. They still have Johnny's and shit, but the district wasn't the district. And then around the corner where Papa's Planet used to be was Pimpin', the after hours bar.
Okay.
So downtown held it down black and for a couple years. And that was when Larry Smithson was mad at the city council because they were fucking with him. He was like, I'll turn this whole downtown black. And he did it. He did it. So that's what I always thought. Trump, to me, he acts like Baldwin and fucking Larry Smithson. He just acts like, like, fuck it. I can fuck your daughter. I can fuck her. I can fuck your mom. I can fuck your wife. I don't give a shit.
I'll send you a video.
Right. So fuck you. Get out of my face, fucking asshole. That's Trump. That's Smithson. That's Baldwin. They're all like, just like above reproach. You cannot fucking, unless you're talking money, you're not really talking to them.
I didn't see that coming.
Hey,
I like it. Where opinions are free.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I ride with Hollywood on whatever. Shit,
I like it.
That's
That motherfucking Trump was a bitch, boy. That motherfucker did the reporter.
Not my flavor. Not my flavor.
That motherfucking Trump was the.
Hell no.
Ooh, shit. I'm so glad we got rid of that motherfucker, but
You're fired.
he might be coming back. And
Nah.
that's it. No, Iowa's a Republican state.
I know, but I don't think. I think that they're going to currently they're trying to pass legislation because I think if he gets impeached for the 12th time or whatever the fuck, I think that they're trying to bar him. And it's not even really for the impeachment of the other shit that he did. It's for that Capitol shit.
Right.
And I think they're saying that
No more.
yeah, based on how that was handled, they're trying to bar him from ever being able to run again.
But they're not going to be able to do it. Trump's not going to let them do it. He's going to bully him.
Anyway,
He
is a
bullies
bully.
him.
He is a bully.
Let's move on, man.
Trump's gonna bully him.
man.
I'm going to tell you, Biden's not going to run again.
No.
He's not running for 4 more years.
He
He's
don't want it.
fucking lucky if he makes it alive out of this 4 because he's grandpa.
Shit. We're cutting loose now.
They took his ass straight out of the old folks' home.
My bad.
That opinion has been shared by other people as well. I've heard that.
Yeah,
And it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
it is, man. Fuck, man. That Trump, that motherfucker just, he gasses me up. He does, man. He gasses me up, my ass up now.
Well, right now we got some shorts.
Hey, good ones. Good ones. Good ones, man. What you think of Steve, man? We about to wrap this up, man.
You know, I think this was a solid motherfucking episode. We got some history. We laughed. We had a good time. I mean, we had a DMI legend up in here.
Yes, indeed.
sir.
I mean, shit.
Hollywood.
Hell yeah. I mean, I think this was a solid episode, bro.
It was a great
I appreciate
episode.
you coming through.
Well, thank you for having me on EmceeTV.
Hell
And
yeah.
make sure y'all holler at me. I'll be back again.
Yes,
Hell
sir,
yeah.
man.
So on that note, Ray, unless you got anything else.
Man, I think that's it, man. For me, man, y'all make sure y'all fuck with these local DJs, man. Give these respect to these guys, man. DJ Hollywood, your DJ Chuck Fresh, your episodes, your isms, you know what I'm saying? These guys is out here.
Pioneers.
You know what?
saying?
One other thing I want to say real quick.
Yeah.
I want to say about you, Ray.
Uh-oh.
I really dig. Was that you didn't just come to me and be like, Hollywood, will you play my music?
Yeah.
You said, Hollywood, what's it going to cost for me to
did.
play my music?
Yes,
And
sir.
You know what? I love to see somebody invest in themselves. That's the reason why there hasn't been a rapper really who came up out of here to do anything because they refuse to invest in themselves. Rappers around here don't even have their own microphone. You should at least have your own microphone. I mean,
I do.
right. And Shireen does.
Got 3 of them.
Shireen has hers, you know. I mean, you got to at least invest in yourself. So
Yeah, dog.
you got to have your own microphone and the little cords and the adapters and all that. So just in case, though you may not use it 90% of the time, at least you came with it.
Yes, sir.
And if you did need it, you got it. You be there. All your crew's on corded mics, but you.
Yeah, man. Hey, I try, man. The grind is eternal, dog. If you don't invest in yourself and take yourself serious, you know what I'm saying? I can't expect anybody else to take me serious. Like, how are they gonna pay me if I'm not talking cash. You dig?
On that same tip, you know, I heard somebody say once, you know, all these people out here trying to push their clothing line and their brand, and they're like, why am I going to buy your shit and wear it when you ain't wearing it? You ain't wearing it right now while you pitching it to me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You don't wear it. Why would I wear it? Why would I buy your shit and wear it?
Man, I almost wore a Hollywood shirt. I just wore the coat.
I got a humble little graffiti spray can the homie Jesse.
I did wear the coat though, y'all.
Big Ray West.
You know,
Stays on the flesh.
And that's how it should be done.
Hell yeah. All right, on that note, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve.
Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, not to be confused with the coast, you dig?
DJ Holly Weeze.
We out.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't take